Yo, what is going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the absolute crucial major changes that are happening right now in the sports card market, particularly on the basketball side, that could cause a big frenzy in sports card prices. So without further ado, we are going to hop right into this video. So you guys must all be aware of Fanatics coming in. I'm not going to be fully going over that because that is already a video I've made in the past. With Fanatics coming in, their marketing and their different tactics that are pretty much going to bring sports cards to a wider audience. We've seen it with the recent Topps baseball release. They're bringing Topps trucks out to baseball games. They're just doing a lot of good marketing, and they said they're barely scratching the surface in terms of what they're planning on doing. Of course, you guys know in the basketball space, we are getting Topps Chrome basketball, which is going to be absolutely massive. You guys know Topps Chrome has been incredibly iconic from the late 1990s all the way to 2009. We saw Topps Chrome really have a big run. And one thing I do like about Topps Chrome is in the past, it has been printed a lot less than Prism has been recently. So hopefully we could see printing numbers at a good spot. But one big thing that I also wanted to mention in this video is going to be Victor Wembanyama. Getting drafted in June with a lot of hype around him, a lot of teams tanking for him, and just the frenzy that's going to be around his sports cards. I think his prices are going to come out. My personal guess, given where we saw LaMelo Ball's National Treasures come out, where we saw Zion's National Treasures come out before the sports card hype, I personally predict that Victor, his National Treasures out of 99 is probably going to drop around a six-figure card. That is my personal prediction. I think the hype around him is going to be insane. We haven't really seen, over these last couple years during the sports card boom, we haven't really seen a massive rookie take off. Luka was part of what ignited the full 2019 pre-pandemic sports card boom, when sports cards in general started to become super popular. Part of what really drove the basketball market was Luka and Trae Young. However, since the sports card market really started to boom in 2020, we haven't really had that generational talent get drafted. We had Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball. Recently, we even had Cade Cunningham, which wasn't as hyped of a draft class. And I think that's really brought this basketball card market, especially the modern card market, into a little bit of a stale place. I think Wemby is going to totally change that. I think he's going to bring a lot of attention. We saw it in 2003. If you guys study trends, in 2003 when LeBron was drafted, there was a massive resurgence in sports cards just based on people getting and wanting to invest in LeBron James's career. A lot of people who are fans, a lot of people who just thought that this one day is going to be super valuable, and they wanted something to buy of his to kind of tokenize that. And I think we're going to see very similar trends happen with Victor Wembanyama's cards. And I think social media is going to really buzz that around to basketball fans in general. Hey, if you believe Wemby is going to be an all-time talent, you could buy into his rookie cards now while he's a rookie. And I think that's going to just drive a whole bunch of people out into the basketball market. And I think in general, with Fanatics being the force, giving basketball players percentages, shares as in cards of theirs that sell. So they're essentially going to get a revenue split. So every time a card of theirs sells, they're going to get a split, from Fanatics. And I think that's going to be massive in terms of players marketing their own cards. And I just think we're going to have absolutely insane sales for Wemby's cards, and I think it's just going to drive a lot of hype into the basketball card market. Like I said, we've had a stale last couple of years. We had Paulo, we had Cade Cunningham, but we haven't really had that star. And I think Wemby is going to totally change, the whole setting of the basketball card market. And I do think Fanatics with Wemby, with hopefully, I think the last domino to drop that would send the sports card market into another resurgence, at least the basketball card market, is if the economy is able to recover by the time Prism and these other, or whatever products drop of Wemby's that are going to be hyped. Immaculate National Treasures. I think if we get the economy recovering, of course, these are a lot of ifs, but I think if we do get the economy recovering and then we have Fanatics here and Wemby's rookie cards going crazy, that's when we could really start to see a big boom in basketball card prices. It's something I've been thinking about quite a lot, because if Wemby's cards come out, at 100K for National Treasures, I think a lot of other players could start to look undervalued. I think if people continue to put money into Wemby's market, now, where does Zion stand? Where does LaMelo Ball stand? Where does Luka Doncic stand? Should their prices be higher now, given Wemby's prices start up here, which is likely going to happen based on what we've seen with recent stars that have dropped. We saw LaMelo Ball's National Treasures, a $200,000 card at once for his out of 99. We saw his Prism Silver start at, a couple thousand, 3,000-4,000 in a PSA 10. So I just wonder if we saw that hype with LaMelo Ball, if we're seeing this type of hype with guys like Anthony Edwards, when we get a Wemby, it's going to be tough to see where his prices are going to drop. And I think with Topps Chrome Basketball also coming back, that's another big factor that I think could even cause prices to surge even more. I think there's going to be a couple main factors that's going to really determine how the market's going to go. One is the overall economy. Hopefully by then it's at least hit an all-time low to the point where there's a lot of upside. And I'm pretty confident that by the time that, these products actually drop, Wemby's going to be drafted in June. But if you think about it, it's going to be a while for these products to drop. And I think by the time that happens, hopefully the economy's in a better spot. Even if it's in a worse spot, I think, there's going to be less downside by then with the overall economy. And I think people are going to be a little bit more comfortable getting back in. That's an impossible thing to predict, so I'm not going to go into it. But, Fanatics marketing it, players getting a rev share, Wemby being an all-time talent, I think it's going to cause a big resurgence in the basketball card market. And I'm personally looking at getting into some longer-term investments right now that could have some short-term upside over the next couple years, but can also have some good long-term opportunity. So like I said in my video recently, I think guys to go after right now are guys with less risk and higher returns. Guys like LeBron, guys like Steph Curry, guys like if they retire today, they're still going to have massive long-term value, but they still have upside to win more today and to get more hype today. So that's what I'm really looking at right now. Best risk to reward ratio, the lowest risk to the highest reward ratio. All cards are at different spots. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. If you are new, we're on a road to 50,000 subscribers, so we really appreciate all the support. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm out.